What's up, everybody? We're back again today with a little bit of post-game commentary. This is a yellow Katakuri mirror match that was really fun to play. We start off with the first turn. We're going to play the pudding, go ahead and get the search off, and with all the playing that I did and all the learning that I did, this game I was actually able to stay on curve pretty well compared to how it was in the compilation. It was really rough learning this deck just to like stay on curve, especially with the build that I was doing or that I made. But we go ahead and with the yellow stuff for the Big Mom, you kind of want to be under your opponent's life. But with the mirror match, I had heard things about, you know, it kind of being a back and forth, so I'm just trying to play as aggressive as possible. So we got the trigger off of the Brulee, so we have a blocker on board. We have the Parasparrow as well from last turn, I believe. We're sitting on 5 right now, and I believe what I go for here is I'm going to go ahead and swing to get Katakuri's effect off. The big thing I learned is you always kind of want to look at your own life to kind of set yourself up, since you're probably going to want to lose it anyways. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and set the smoothie up for the next turn, because 5 is just a really awkward number for this deck, I've figured out. And even 6 to an extent. I mean, there's things you can do plenty fine, but it's like that 4 Dawn turn and the 6 Dawn turn, you're pretty much almost going to be setting up kind of the same way, because until you hit 7 for the Lin Lin and 10 for the Lin Lin, unless you have the 8-drop Katakuri, you kind of have to really be picky with what you're putting out. So we do hit the 7-drop Lin Lin, and they choose to grant me a life so that they can stay under, obviously, since they are also playing Katakuri. And they have the Cracker on the field and the Parasparrow. The Parasparrow, you don't really want to get off the field, because then they get to search the top 3 cards of their deck. And like I said, we're just playing as aggressive as possible, because even though they want to be under life, so do we. So even if we can get under life, we still want to be able to have them low enough that we're just, you know, making them try to play more defensively than aggressive. So as much as they can go aggressive on us as well, they also have to be aware of where they stand with things. And so we avoided the double attack from the Cracker there, which is really helpful and beneficial. I mean, I could have taken it and gone under, but being at 1 life is kind of like, even though I know I have 10-drop Lin Lin coming up, I think I still have to last another turn for that. So this was just a really fast-paced game. As you'll see, this is a shorter video, so like I said, I was able to kind of stay on curve a lot better. Now I understand what that is. A lot of people in the One Piece space, they talk about it, but they don't explain it, and I had to do a little bit of digging to understand just exactly what that meant. And once I understood that, I feel like playing the game has become a lot easier. So I may do a video just to have something on record kind of explaining that and explaining some stuff, but I'm waiting until I'm a little bit more confident with things before I make videos like that. But anyways, we're going in. We hit with the Parasparrow and got countered. We hit with the Lin Lin and took a life, I believe. And so we're passing off to them. We're sitting at 4 life, which is comfortable. We can take hits right now. And then we have 2 Lin Lins, 2 7-drop Lin Lins on the board with the Parasparrow. That's a 5K. And I had the Zeus and the Prometheus just in case of the cheeky plays, because of their effect of activating on main, giving Lin Lin abilities. It was just something I thought would be fun. I wasn't expecting to jump in for this one game before I went to bed last night and it being the mirror match, but it happened. So they go 11K, and it's just kind of like, okay. I have plenty of counters, and I know that their Dawn pool isn't high enough to really push for full game. So I was fine with the fact that I couldn't counter out of that 11K. This one here definitely took some resources out of the hand, but it was fine, because we have the 8-drop Katakuri, We have the 10 drop Lin. Essentially, if we made it out of that attack, we were good. Let me go back to the last bit of board here. So even if they would have passed turn, I'm fine with getting rid of something like the Pudding or the Zeus off the board to play the 10 drop Lin, which gives me a life, takes a life from them. And then at that point, I have so many bodies on board to just push with, even without having the Dawn pool, that I still would have won. So overall, just a really fun, it's a really fun deck. Like, Katakuri is a really fun deck. It's challenging to play with because you do want to kind of be under life. I think I prefer the Arlong build with the Big Mom package in it versus just straight yellow Katakuri. Though, like I said earlier, being able to actually play on curve and actually get out the plays as you need them was a lot more helpful. The compilation video that came out yesterday, the beginning of that video, the deck build that I had going, it just wasn't consistent enough. It was weird trying to stay on curve with it, and whenever I kind of edited some ratios and took out a few cards that were just constantly dead in my hand and clogging things up, this deck ran so much more efficiently. So I would recommend checking it out and, you know, playing with it. It's really fun. So I do appreciate you guys watching. If you're still here around this part, if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and let's grow this community here on this page. If you like what you saw, smash the like button because it helps out the channel and the video tremendously. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Peace.